What's up, guys? Jeff here, and today is One Take Sunday. This is where we take a look at the fish store right when I walk in Sunday morning. We talk about what we did this week, we talk about some of the stuff that's kicking around, and then we talk about plans of what we're going to do in the fish store this coming week. And to kick things off, look at that bathroom. I think I need to get a plumber. I think I need to get the plumber, because that's a mess. We gotta fix that. Right here, we got some live foods that were dropped off to us by Algacore. We got some copepods of phytoplankton, which is their stuff. We also got our stuff too. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 species of phytoplankton. Probably gonna start culturing that this week. And also, if the copepods are still good, we'll do that as well. We still got our copepods going over here, alive and happy, including some protein skimmers. I'd like to get this on the water box today. I think that would be a good little achievement. I meant to do it yesterday, but we worked on some other things, and we'll kind of talk about that as we make our way towards the front. Quarantine tanks need to be topped off. Probably going to pull some water today for that, but I'm not going to use my RO storage systems. I'm actually just going to fill up this brute barrel, run the RO from there, and fill that up so I can top some of these tanks off. And then the racks that we're using for the coral tanks, I am probably cleaning them every other day. And I've got to the point now where I have backups. So I clean one, I let it sit out for a day, throw another one in. We've got like a little bit of rotation going on. So that is the back room in a nutshell. Middle room. It's probably the cleanest it's looked in a while. Nice bare floor. We kind of gotten rid of some of the clutter here in the shipping station, even though that there is some stuff that doesn't need to be here. We got the RO tubing that has made its way up here. T-shirts need to be organized a little bit better. But what I eventually want to do in here is a couple things. One, I've been talking with some folks that are in the state that sell coral about potentially doing something back here. Not going to get into a whole lot of detail because not everybody that watches these videos are just fans of the channel. So, but we'll get into that in a little bit more detail as time goes on. Also, I want to do some talks back here, some classes back here. So a lot of this is probably going to get shuffled during those times into the back room. So I want to kind of keep this as mobile as possible. But we still have a long ways to go. With a lot of stuff. It does look a little bit more empty because some of the things that were back here we moved up front. So let's take a look at some of those things. Actually, you know what? We're going to save that for the very end. Very end. We're getting really low there. Like, camera's so heavy. Come on. Water box. Looking good. Gotta get that skimmer in here. The little Wyoming white. Doing very well with the lady here. That Mind Trick Monipora, even without the lights on. Ever since I put it under these Max Spec jumps, it looks absolutely amazing. I think this side, this jump is running at like 15K, and even in like just normal light, very purple. So yeah, the water box is doing good. Needs a little scrubbing today. We need to get that off life support and up and running. So here is the live food station. Not the monster. That's Jeff's live food, the monster. But right now we got the phytoplankton, the spirulina, and then we got some copepods going. I would like to add 2 more of these down the road and offer a couple different types of phytoplankton, some daphnia, some copepods, this is a mix of copepods. I'd like to offer individual copepods as well, which we're working on that. But yeah, that is the live food station that has a light here with the remote. There you go, and you can pick your color. Purple. Today feels like a purple day. Today feels purple. But pretty happy with that so far. Live fish. Yep. I don't know what I was gonna say. Freshwater fish, doing good. Got a lot of sales recently. I got some maintenance I got to do here on these bottom tanks. Look at that rock right there, and that substrate. Oh my lord, we got to do some cleaning today. Yeah, we're doing some sales in the freshwater fish department. These tanks that are shut off right now, they're empty, so I figured I wouldn't run the electricity on them. Makes no sense. So I just shut off the lights. Neon tetras are sold out on them this week. We almost sold all of the black ruby barbs. These grammies are absolutely awesome. I think of Captain America every time that I see one. They have like a little bit of blue on the top, nice red, pretty cool little guys there. What else is of interest? Glowfish. Never thought I'd do it, folks, but I did it. We got some glowfish. I don't have a glow light or a black light on them, but probably have to fix that here pretty soon. And yeah, freshwater fish sales are doing pretty good. I got a pretty good distributor right now, and we got some stuff in quarantine. We got some stuff out here on the floor. So we're cycling through fish pretty good. Frozen foods doing great. We got some water pulling going on right now. That's why the RO is running. We've got extension cords everywhere. Yeah, ladder out here. Craziness. We got the saltwater fish, mostly clownfish. A couple dotty backs going right now. We are going to, once we top off the quarantine tanks in the back, we're going to test them, see if we can start getting some fish in here, start quarantining and get that whole thing going. These little guys have been pretty fun to have. The Nano Ocellaris, fun little guys. Some phantoms. Some black storms. So one of these, I think it's the darker of the two, is just completely goofy. He spends an awful lot of time laying on his side right by this rock, and then he'll jump up and he's fine. He's good to go. But then he goes and lays down again, and it's kind of interesting. One of the customers that was in here, oh look, we got snails laying eggs in the back. That's good. One of the customers is calling him Possum because he literally, like, if I put my hands in the tank, he goes and lays down, plays dead. Thinks that he's gonna get flushed and sent back into the ocean apparently. Some dotty backs, they're all hiding right now. Sold another dotty back. We sold the neon dotty back, and then we got some Fiji pink skunks down there. Coral lights aren't on. We did some adjustments on the photo period. We had a lot of algae growth in the frag tanks, and that's been kind of annoying, the amount of cleaning that I'm doing, because I have recently been cleaning this like elbows deep cleaning, scrubbing 2 to 3 times a week, and that's kind of taken away my time that I can do maintenance on the freshwater. Lights are starting to kick on now. Which, you know, if corals don't look good, people aren't going to buy them. And I need to ramp up my nutrient export efforts on these tanks. But the other side of it too is they're white tubs. So I'm going to be battling what these white tubs look like all the time. And you know, it's living things, so living things happen, and you got to kind of be okay with that to an extent. It's just these egg crates, they're very good. If anybody's looking to like do a do-it-yourself algae scrubber at home, use that egg crate, man, because it reflects so much light, and it definitely just blows out the algae like to a, whoa, look at that. See if we can take a look at some of these corals. Gorny in there. Pretty sure that one's non-photosynthetic. This maize brain is a survivor. I think that was 1 day late shipping on that. The trachees, I've been feeding it. It's been putting out some pretty crazy colors lately. Definitely impressive. It's becoming one of my favorites. And then that maize brain there was a 2 day late shipping survivor. And actually, a gentleman by the name of Scott, who actually runs Sun and Reef, no, Sun and Sand Reef, dropped off some corals this week, and he had a pretty interesting story where he had a system that completely crashed, and they pretty much everything was going to die. A friend went through and kind of was like cherry picking everything because he didn't have a whole lot of room, and he had a maize brain that survived when he was out of power for 5 days. So no heat, no water flow, just stagnant water, and maize brain lived 5 days. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's kind of what we got going on. I think for as far as this week, as far as corals go, I'm going to kind of ramp up the coral buying efforts. So what I want to do is get that system basically the way that I want it, you know, the 30, 60, 90, whatever I end up doing there for as far as price points, and then using those glow sticks there as kind of a divider, so folks can kind of be like, all right, this is 30, 60, whatever, and then all the prices on the stuff that are kind of like the ask price. Over here in this system, we do got some rainbow anemones. Sold a few of them. All the ask priced items just techniques a good scrubbing. This is kind of what I'm talking about here. It's not awful, but I mean, trying to keep the tanks white. But all the ask priced items down here, and then get that one where I want it. That's the $25 bin, which we might turn that into a $20 bin. Who knows? But yeah, so the big changes, you can kind of see it now. So we got some TVs put up yesterday. I got to go through and fix my ceiling. But what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be playing videos kind of like what we did up on this TV, maybe some different ones. And basically what I was doing with this, if I hadn't explained that on the channel, is I pick a YouTuber every day and I play their videos. So if you're a YouTuber, create a playlist, send me an email, let me know, and I'll play your playlist. As long as it's educational and somebody's going to benefit from it, I'll play your videos here in the store and give you some exposure. Back here we're going to kind of do the same thing, but I also want to do is create my own videos and then have prices. So basically I'm going to use, you know, like it fades away. Like I do a video, it snaps back to a price list, anything that's on sale, that sort of thing. And then we can do like product reviews and all that stuff. So we're going to do that. And then we got the Red Sea 170, where I thought that they lost the top of the stand, but that was not the case. So we're going through and putting that together. Pretty impressed with the quality. What I really like about the Red Sea is that you have the ability to keep it all in one, like it is right now, or add a sump as a conversion kit. Obviously you pay more, so there's a little bit of a cash grab there, but pretty impressed with the coloration of the spectrum on this light, and it's a pretty sleek looking outfit here, and it definitely ties in well with the register and all that stuff. So we're gonna have a little competition here. We got the water box, and then we got the Red Sea. So we'll see how that turns out. And then we still got our special order section here in the back, some tools. But yeah, this whole area has definitely come together in the shop. Pretty happy with it overall. I'm thinking that I'm gonna get, because I did develop a logo for the store, which I never thought I would do that. Maybe get a logo, print it up and put it somewhere in here, maybe above the water blocks or in between the TVs or something. And I'd like to put a couple of floating shelves below the TVs for those high priced items. But yeah, that is the current state of the shop. And it's been a pretty good week, a little slow, a little on the slow side, but hopefully, you know, things get a little bit busier today. We'll see how it goes. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. Peace.